Yeah, I want Jules to turn the volume down now because I'm going to praise PSG. I mean, listen, they've been the best team by far. They're the best team in the world. I mean, I think they're the best team we've seen since Barcelona that Pep had. They're such a good team to watch. Every department of that team is top level. And I don't see how Chelsea have got a chance, but they've really lit up the tournament. I think they will have developed a bigger fan base in the US because of it, because they play such an interesting way, such an exciting way, and fans will latch onto that. So, PSG have been a great advert for the tournament. And if Chelsea win, I think it will have a different kind of complexion on the tournament. It needs the best team in the world to win the first Club World Cup, I think.
How much are Chelsea playing with house money coming into this, Mark, considering what? PSG over the last 12 months, beaten Villa, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, thrashed Inter Milan, thrashed Real Madrid. No one's expecting Chelsea to do much in this tie. Given that, can they go into it and kind of be like, right, let's go and give it our best, but if we lose, we know we're not going to get killed as a result?
Yeah, listen, I don't think Chelsea should be here in this final. They've had a soft run to the final. They've not really beaten any teams of any consequence.
They can only beat the teams that are in front of them. This anti-Chelsea on ESPN FC is getting ridiculous.
No, you're absolutely right, Dan. But what I'm saying is that they haven't met a team of PSG's quality or of Real Madrid's quality or of Bayern Munich's quality, but PSG have beaten those teams. And I think we have to remember, Chelsea finished fourth in the Premier League last season, and it was a kind of a struggle to get fourth. They won the Conference League playing against teams that are nowhere near the level of Chelsea, never mind PSG. I think when they come into this game on Sunday, they'll meet a team which they're just not equipped to deal with. I think, in midfield, they've got Caicedo and Fernandes. Good players, but that's 2 against 3 against the best midfield in the world. Every team's got a puncher's chance. We know that. It can always kind of turn around. But I just think PSG are playing so well. They've got so many options. Chelsea are a young team, a young developing team. This could get quite messy on Sunday. And it's not because Chelsea are a bad team. It's just because they're playing the best team in the world right now, who are absolutely at the top of their game.
Let's take a look at everyone's predictions, shall we, for the tie that takes place on Sunday. No surprise, PSG very much the favourites amongst most. I'm going to say, why has Jules got complicated? Why have you got complicated, Jules?
I'm not.
I just think time.
I think Chelsea are going to make it hard for PSG physically. I think they can compete in terms of intensity, what Robo was talking about earlier. And I think for that, I think they have a chance that way. I think in the end, PSG will be too strong and should win, but I think Chelsea is going to make it hard for them.
Well, I try to be optimistic for Chelsea, but according to what I've seen from both clubs, it's hard for me to not predict, like any other team which plays against Paris Saint-Germain, to not lose like 3-0 or 4-0. That's what it is, and I'm scared for the young boys of Chelsea, because that could be a lesson. Will it be a good lesson or a bad one? I don't know. But Chelsea will have to be very, very good, as Robo said, very strong in the middle of the park with Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez to make sure that they can hold João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, and Vitinha, of course. So it's going to be a big task for all the Chelsea players, but the opportunity to surprise everybody. Already, I'm very happy with what they've done so far in that Club World Cup. Reaching the final is great. Now the last step is the hardest one, and I'm not sure, like any other club in the world, they can cope with Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, if you look at the two teams, you pick the best starting 11 that Chelsea have got and the best one that PSG have got, and not a single Chelsea player gets in the PSG team. I don't think you can find any single one. Seriously, I mean, you could make a case of João Pedro, but then you can't, because you look at the PSG forwards and they're just so good. So I can't see any way that PSG don't win this game. Well, PSG should win quite comfortably, but yeah, I think that Chelsea will be better than Real, because I think all the players will work for the team.
This time around, are you going against the grain again, or will it just be another predictable win for PSG?
Go against the grain. Go on.
Go against the grain, Ale. Find something for Chelsea.
Yeah. See, I'm not dumb. I said yes. I'm not dumb. I am really concerned about Chelsea and that midfield. And the numbers don't work already for Chelsea in that midfield. So Caicedo has to be at his best. Enzo Fernandez, in terms of what he can do offensively, is going to be very limited, because he's going to have a lot of responsibilities defensively. And you're going to have to demand that Cole Palmer drops in a defensive position when Chelsea doesn't have the ball. Otherwise, it's already a built-in 3v2 through the midfield. And if you do that with PSG, we've already established how good their midfield is. According to Mark Ogden, it's the best thing since Barcelona, this, that, and the other. Okay, look, if that's indeed the case, then a 3v2 is not going to work for Chelsea. I see PSG being, at this point, a far superior version of what Chelsea wants to become.
Chaka?
Yeah, I don't see it any different, in all honesty. Listen, João Pedro has given Chelsea a different look, but still, I don't think anywhere near good enough to be better than PSG. Better than Real Madrid, certainly, but as we kind of all attested earlier, Real Madrid could have lost by 8, so that's a pretty low bar for Chelsea to climb. This PSG team is just too good. About the only hope you give Chelsea at this point is, thanks to our own walking, talking thermometer, it's hot out there.
It's hot out there.
As well as our own walking thermometer, Mark Ogden will.
Sunday then sees the final of the Club World Cup. Chelsea taking on a PSG.
That Club World Cup final, probably the biggest challenge of Enzo Maresca's career at Chelsea so far, which is the game against PSG. He likened it to a game of chess, a game that he says he loves watching, he loves to see, because he believes that you have to win it up here first. Augie, what did you make of what Chelsea had to say and how they are found before this final?
Yeah, I thought Maresca was kind of bullish. He was asked a question saying, you won't have much of the ball, and he said, who said? How do you know? Well, I thought we all know that PSG are going to dominate possession, especially have 3 midfield. Chelsea will have 2. Maresca's confident. He's always quite confident and quite spiky, but he did say it's like a game of chess, but I hope he's good at chess, because he needs to be really good at chess to win this game. I think it's going to be really hard for Chelsea to win this game no matter what, even if they have their best team out. I don't think any Chelsea player gets in the PSG team. I was at this game on Wednesday, the semi-final. They hammered Real Madrid PSG. It's going to be so hard for Chelsea. PSG is the same for PSG. They've all got European players, South American players, British players. It's the same sort of mix. The situation that will define it is that PSG keep the ball better. Chelsea will have to run around the pitch more. It's hot, so that'll make it harder for Chelsea. So that's how the heat will make an impact.
Ultimately, how do you see this going, Augie?
PSG win easily. We were saying before the way here that PSG have played 3 European teams. 4-0, 2-0, 4-0. That's 10-0 on aggregate. I think Chelsea are going to be another one that loses quite heavily to PSG.
I'm not really scared of Chelsea, to be fair. I'm not.
Please.
I'm going PSG 3-1 to PSG.
I'm getting a total scathing embarrassment. 5-1 PSG.
Yeah, PSG 3-1.
You're not unstoppable.
I believe Bayern Munich or Real Madrid is better than Chelsea.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make sure you absolutely batter Chelsea in the final. Please.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes, I hope so as well.
You hope it's going to be difficult. You hope it's going to be different. But the way PSG are playing, I don't see anything stopping PSG. I don't see anything stopping PSG. I really don't.
No, listen, there is no conversation.
They've been amazing.
They're gonna beat for 7-6-0.
Well, Madrid, you is all.
Don't say.
Listen, they didn't play with any amazing team in this tournament. They don't. They didn't play. They didn't.
Or PSG?
And they are in the final.
Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You are right. You're right.
They are like
saying the side of the table.
About you. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Chelsea,
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right, Rory.
As well. I am not saying anything. I am not saying the opposite.
You are right. No, you're right.
But they are gonna destroy if they want. Because maybe they say, oh, poor guys, we are in the final. Let's see. Let's play for the war. We are not gonna score 3 and 4, and that's it. But if they want to destroy Chelsea,
I hope they do in football terms.
7-A if they want.
I hope
It's true.
I hope you're right in football terms.
Yeah.
Please, Jesus,
this is amazing. I believe, as I said, Bayern Munich is stronger than Chelsea. Real Madrid is stronger than Chelsea.
Yeah.
Most of the clubs that we have played in the Champions League are stronger than Chelsea. Arsenal is stronger. Liverpool is stronger.
Yeah.
Even you could argue over the 2 legs, potentially Aston Villa. Look what they did to us.
Yeah.
You guys can never count on Chelsea. They have proved time and time again they do well in finals. It doesn't matter who they face. Well,
really? Well,
I think against Liverpool in the last 3 finals at Wembley.
Underestimate PSG at your peril, because PSG are red hot now.
And there's only one club in West London, and it's QPR.
Let's be real. PSG are putting at least 3+ past Chelsea too, says James.
Possibly.
Let's be honest. If we do combine 11, Chelsea, PSG.
It's all PSG.
I'm just yes.
No, it is.
Objectively, there's not even Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Because that's the best player of the squad at Chelsea. Not even I wouldn't take Cole Palmer at PSG.
No,
oh really?
Who you're gonna take off?
Is if PSG do win this Club World Cup, which I fully expect them to now. There's no way And I'll say it straight down that camera now. There is no way.
Don't jinx it, please.
No manera.
In French, you need to say in French.
Chelsea will beat PSG. PSG will win this, and they will be champions of France, Europe, and the world.
We're not going to concede. I think it's going to be 3-0 PSG. The only player that I'm scared of is our former academy player, Christopher Nkunku.
How important is it that your players are willing to suffer on Sunday, because there will presumably be long spells where you do not have the ball?
Say again? The final part?
How important is it that your players are willing to suffer on Sunday, because there will be long times in the game where you do not have the ball?
Who said that?
There presumably will be,
okay.
because of how PSG play.
Yeah, we see in 2 days.
With your experience as the captain of this Chelsea team, PSG has beaten every single Premier League team they've faced this year. What do you think you can say to your players, to the team, to be able to get past PSG?
You know, this is a final. This is a one-off game. You know, everyone has them down as strong favourites, but, you know, I've been in many finals before where we've been favourites, and, you know, we haven't come out on top. So, you know, this doesn't mean too much to me, and I don't really care, to be honest, that, you know, everyone is bigging up, you know, our opposition. You know, we were preparing right, and, you know, we are going to win. They've beaten, you know, all the English teams so far they've come up against. You know, we're expecting, you know, a tough game, don't get me wrong. They are an amazing team. But yeah, we have also an amazing team, and I think, you know, we will surprise a lot of people. You know, we've come a long way from our journey, you know, when it started, and yeah, we are looking forward to Sunday.
3 days later.
Ty, can you talk about the game without mentioning the Invincibles, or what? You're going to...
Chelsea haven't been unbeaten. Commiserations to PSG. They just didn't turn up.
No, but talk about Chelsea.
I don't want to talk about Chelsea. Commiserations. No, I'm not talking about Chelsea. I'm not.
See, I'm not. You have to
Ty, can you not give Chelsea their flowers even after a great performance?
Ella, you know why? Because they're going to talk so much nonsense. So no, I will not. What I will say...
That is so poor.
No, you know what I will say? No, because I know. I will say congratulations.
Give your head a wobble, man.
Give your head a wobble verbally. What I will say is congratulations to the humble Chelsea. I said, no, I'm not talking about Chelsea. No, I'm not talking about Chelsea. I'm not.
No, but they played well.
I don't care. I don't care. Well, you can say that then. I'm not saying that. I don't care. Because they say this.
It doesn't hurt you to say that, does it?
How many times do they say this hate along? So I'm not saying anything.
No, but it doesn't hurt you to admit.
I'm not saying anything.
I really like PSG, right?
I'm not saying anything.
But you've got to admit, today Chelsea were the better team.
Yeah.
Right for even in the second half when PSG threatened, Chelsea's defence held firm.
100%.
And they saw out the game.
Okay.
They didn't concede a goal.
Okay.
And you've got to give them their flowers, man.
Hold
it's
my
as
hands up.
simple as that.
I'll say this. Commiserations to the PSG. I hope you smash Tottenham. That's what I'm saying.
That's a shame, man. That's a shame. To win it like this as well, man. It's more like...
Win it like
you
what?
know what I mean? Like,
they beat you 3-0. What do you mean winning like
and
that?
it's not like we didn't try. You could tell that the players were really, really giving it a go. And they tried, and nothing worked. They've been definitely the better side. Fair play to Chelsea.
We're not going to hear the end of this now, are we, Hello? From
Honestly.
Chelsea fans.
Okay.